Now Mahaprabhu is the super soul in everyone's heart. Krishna always knows what is in our heart. And he knew what was in Vasudev's heart. Therefore, by his potency, his mystical potency, he appeared before Vasudeva. Here I am. And it's very nice how Krishna Das Kaviraj explained what happened then. When Vasudeva, the leper Brahmana, was lamenting because he was not able to see Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, the Lord immediately came to that spot and embraced him. When Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu touched him, both the leprosy and his distress went to a distant place. Indeed, Vasudeva's body became very beautiful to his great happiness. So the Lord embraced him, and when he was embraced, his disease came away and his body was healed immediately. I think the worms went back to Godhead. But this is my speculation. I think so. And also his distress of suffering. Have you ever seen movies about leper colonies? Oh, just to see it is so heartbreaking. How the people suffer. It is Krishna. In India you can see. So his distress went. He was again very happy. And at that time he remembered Sudama Vipra and how Krishna had embraced Sudama the Brahmana. And he chanted this verse which Sudama had chanted. Oh, who am I? I'm so useless, but still, Krishna, you are so qualified. You have embraced and cured me. But this is inconceivable to me. But after some thinking, do you think Vasudeva was happy? In the beginning he was happy. He thought the distress went away and the disease went away. But then he thought further something. And if you understand a little bit what he thought, you will be very amazed how he thought. He thought, now I'm so beautiful. You really look beautiful. Can you ever imagine? Don't know if they're a beautiful human being. There are sometimes we meet people who look extremely beautiful and they have an inner beauty also to themselves. They smile, they're very generous and kind and content. And physically they look very beautiful. They have often large eyes and they move with a certain elegance and so on. And Vasudeva had all these physical features of extreme beauty. But he thought, now I'm in danger. I'm in danger to forget the Lord again. I want to read this to you because it's so amazing what he thought. Being meek and humble, the Brahmana Vasudeva worried that he would become proud after being cured by the grace of Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. Maybe I think, look at me, I'm so much blessed. I look like a demigod. I know in Narada Muni's previous life, he was the Gandharva Upabhana, and he became just, because the women who looked at him were just immediately so enchanted by his supernatural beauty that they just followed him, went and ran after him, like this. So Upabana became very proud because of this. And this Brahmana also thinks, I will come into material consciousness. But then Mahaprabhu gave him the same instruction which he had given to the Koma Brahmana. Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu advised him to chant the Hare Krishna Mahamantra incessantly, that is, without stoppage. And he said, if you do this, you will not become proud. Also, he said, preach about Krishna and do something good for the other living entities. And you can be sure Krishna will very soon accept you as your devotee when you do this. This was the instruction, same instruction. My dear devotees, these are instructions which the Lord has given to all human beings. I really request you to try to follow these instructions. See, we Hare Krishna devotees are usually immune to good instructions. We have heard so many. We are vaccinated against good instructions. Every lecture, oh, this, do that, and the other thing, and say, okay, when is this over and I can go home and be peaceful, eat something. But this is something I feel we should take note of. Why don't we do something far out? We do this, we try this during the festival. Just let us take a little, just let us be far out Vaishnavas, not normal people, but let us do something ecstatic, for a change. Stop worrying and thinking so much about our own insignificant fly-like life. And sing Krishna's name, chant, and when we are with devotees, not talk about the newest rumors from internet. We'll always find many interesting things. Yeah? No, we will talk about Bhagavad Gita and Srimad Bhagavatam. No, Satyananda Swami, let's not be artificial, please. Let's be natural. Yeah. I don't think we should be natural. We should be supernatural. No, we should. Let me be sure. It's normal for a human being to, if you understand good instructions, we understand this is what Gauranga Mahaprabhu said, then we should do this. It is something. Tomorrow I will address, it will be the opening lecture of the lessons from Narada Muni, and I will talk in the beginning why we are so rebellious against good instructions and don't want to follow them. Why it is. Because there is a very, very human reason why we have such a difficulty to change our life and become ecstatic human beings. There is a sabotage system in all of us which sabotages our life. And I will talk from psychoanalytical point of view. I will psychoanalyze this. But for now, I want to request you think about this. It's so simple. And it's the process of Gauranga Mahaprabhu. I was so amazed when I read Prabhupada's purport, it's called purport. And I was really amazed when I saw how Prabhupada took these points up in his purports. I would like to read you something which particularly impressed me. One should not try to be an artificially advanced devotee thinking, I'm a first-class devotee. Such thinking should be avoided. It is best not to accept any disciples. Prabhupada writes here. One has to become purified at home by chanting the Hare Krishna Mahamantra and preaching the principles enunciated by Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. Thus one can become a spiritual master and be freed from the contamination of material life. So Prabhupada first says, don't accept any disciple. Then the next sentence he says, you should accept disciples. What is it now? A or B? It is very simple. You have to become purified by chanting the Hare Krishna mantra and preaching the principles of Bhagavad Gita and Srimad Bhagavatam, and then you become a spiritual master and be freed from the contamination of material life. That is. But if you don't take to this purifying process, then you will stay. You will not be able to move forward in the way you wish to move forward. So, yeah, this I wanted to present to you. What do you think about this? Not all at once, please. No, I'm asking a question. Does anyone have a thought to this or a question on this? Mahendra Prabhu.
Maharaj, the instruction is very simple and doing it is very simple, but as you said, we often have this system of resentfulness, and it seems the reason is lack of taste for doing it practically, sitting and doing it, chanting, reading, studying, and giving it to others. How can we develop this taste to do it?
Have you heard Mahendra Prabhu's question? Yes? Mahendra Prabhu, I think your question is very, very valid, and I want to thank you very much for this. In my mind, what I have seen, we have lost our hope. See, it is a normal psychological function that you have a hope into something. Like, for instance, many devotees will come and they have a hope that by coming here, my Krishna consciousness will increase for Nityananda's appearance day. We will also see 9 devotees who will sit down at the initiation fire with a certain hope that if I take initiation, sacred initiation, and I do this, I will go back to Godhead. You can interview these devotees. It's a very, they are ashabanda, their sweet hope is lit in their heart. But most of us have given up the hope and become hopeless. We don't have faith that by doing this, something that my life will significantly improve. We have the feeling when we join the Krishna conscious movement, this hope comes to us. But after a few after maybe trying for 10 years, 20 years and more, and we do not see that we have advanced sufficiently, this hope is slowly leaving our heart. This intense hope that this will work. Many or most practitioners on the spiritual path, not just on Krishna consciousness, it's a phenomenon which is you see in all religions of human mankind throughout the history. Vishwanath Chakravarti expresses it like this: there is a beginner's enthusiasm at everything, a certain excitement. Wow! Wow! No, I'm a preacher, and you know why I'm so enthusiastic, Mahendra? Because I'm associating many times with enthusiastic people. They're usually only a day old in Krishna consciousness. They're so enthusiastic. They have so much hope. It's such an enlivening association, really. It's so wonderful. You think, my God, they think that they feel this is so good, it must be good, you know. I can't be the only one who thinks it's not good. If they think they are more educated than me, then it must be good, you know. It's a certain hope which is natural. And it is also natural that the hope leaves us. That type of hope, if we don't see results, there is nothing bad in it. This is absolutely natural, because this is how our psychology works. And this is this hope or this enthusiasm or taste which is so absolutely necessary for spiritual life. Now, in my little program, Lessons from the Life of Narada Muni, I will talk about the principles which will bring back that hope. You know, I can see already in my mind. I see now devotees in the airplanes coming here, devotees in trains coming here. Some devotees go on ships and coming here, you know. They all are driven by a hope. Maybe if I come this time to Golokadam, I will get something which will help me to get good taste back in Krishna consciousness. I feel this the coming. I feel I'm one of the main preachers here. Some of them come only because to see me. So I must deliver an answer how to get back the hope. This must, otherwise I cannot continue to eat from the hands of these devotees. You know, I do not do my service in their lives very well. So I will try to give an answer to this, but I cannot tell it now because then all the good points are gone. But it's really about this hope, or you could say this ideal, if you talk in philosophical terms, this idealistic concept. To be idealistic means you have a high ideal with high values, and you have it over your head, and you move towards that consciously. But many people become, from idealists, they come to what they call realists, and realist in their word means it doesn't work. That is the normal situation. Only a rare soul like Mahendra Prabhu is, I don't want to embarrass you, but a few devotees are exceptions. And what we usually do is, because we don't like to admit this to ourselves, it's really the ultimate defeat when your ideals go and your hope goes. What we do is we settle in our life, oh, okay, let's become enthusiastic, to situate myself. I might have to go back to the university, learn some nice, interesting subjects, and let me make some money also, you know, and let me be practical. I perform karma yoga now, you know, and so on. This is there. You know, we try to somehow accommodate our ultimate defeat in spiritual life, and we become attracted to material things, and this and that, and so on. It's also the fate of a religious movement. It is first very enthusiastic, but then it becomes, you know, the sociology of religion. You have a subject in the Bhaktivedanta College. You must have talked about this. We are not an exception for this. So this hope, this must be given back. It's a long subject, but for now, for answering now is see, there's one secret in life. Wege entstehen, indem man sie geht. This is a German saying. The way becomes revealed to you if you walk on it. You know, if you do something with some discipline, this is called Vaidhi Bhakti, then you find out that something happens in your life. And these three instructions really of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, I'm so convinced, you know, Mahendra Prabhu, I can tell you, I don't do anything else in my life. I'm chanting Hare Krishna, I'm trying to increase and chant more and more. When I don't chant japa, I sing usually. I'm a melody lover, I love melody. Then I read in the scriptures, Bhagavad Gita, Srimad Bhagavatam, and scriptures which are in the same line. And then I try to talk about this. That's all I do. It's up to, you know, and it works for me at least. I'm feeling quite satisfied in my life. I'm not satisfied with my own advancement. That's another story. That's not so good. But in life I'm very satisfied. You know, I always want to be, I'm a German, I want to be already in my Siddha Deha, my eternal original body, and so on. But it's not, it hasn't happened. But I can also live on with something less, you know. I'm joking. Krishna. Nanga Manjari.
Good Maharaj, I was just thinking of connecting a little bit on this point, like the story which we heard from Lord Chaitanya, how he reacted on devotee. Devotee was having some thought, how he would like to go on in his spiritual life. Just take me now, I want to come. But then Lord Chaitanya reacted completely differently.
Never speak like this again, he said. Yeah.
And made the strong point. So I was just thinking this being disappointed in life after years practicing. Can we say that it's coming from maybe wrong doing it, wrong thinking, wrong approaching the spiritual life? Like, yes, we have to, for my example, I'm the mother, so for me, I cannot just say, yes, I go to street and do Sankirtan. I have already some souls where I can give this Krishna consciousness, so this is my way. And sometimes we are seeing that devotees are searching for some way which is not their way.
Yeah,
and
yeah.
Disappointment is also coming.
Yeah, yeah. You are Nanga Manjari made a very wonderful point. We often have a wrong concept about our spiritual advancement, and when it doesn't go according to our concept, we get sprishana, no? Burnt out. And many times we want always the highest, immediately. And when it is not happening, and we have a concept what that highest could be. And so on. And then we become really bewildered in life. That is what Prabhupada, he really has seen us, his Western devotees, and he said, no, you stay, you just add this chanting and this reading of Gita and Bhagavatam and instructing others. Finished. Your life is... And then he repeats Mahaprabhu's instruction. You will not find any obstacles in your life any longer. You just do this. But you're right, Ananga Manjari, when we think, no, I must now I'm a Mataji, I will take sannyas. I'm a mother, and do something like that. And then yes, if we would do it, we would be suffering, miserable even. And if we don't do it, but we have this concept, we also are miserable. We must come to the right conclusion. And by the way, this is how Chaitanya Vaishnavism is supposed to spread. Yane prayasa mudapasya namanta eva. It's a verse which Mahaprabhu appreciated very much. Give up philosophical speculations, stay where you are at home, and just hear about Krishna. And this is the path to take. I so much see also, sometimes devotees come into temples and they don't feel satisfied in temples. Have you noticed? And then you see all these devotees, in saffron-colored dresses, and they have no. And when the lecture starts, they fall asleep because they are sleep deprived, and so on. And they feel so miserable after some time that they want to leave the temple and leave Krishna consciousness because it's not natural for them to practice it. By the way, I really feel everyone should have a learning time in the temple, but only for a few who are like really the monk type. Is this a good way? If someone for whom this is not the way forces himself, he will become unhappy and explode after some time. Ping! And then there is a saffron dot on the wall. And then you ask, where did he go? Very good, a good point. Yeah, I 100% agree. Any other devotee? Ich kann immer sagst du bitte nochmal deinen Namen? Manjulamani. Good. Yes, Manjulamani. Please speak in English.
Yes, you said if we have thought about this point, and what we think about what you have said, and I have thought about how Krishna, he actually has promised to give himself and to be kind to, like he is saying in this verse, we will meet again in this place.
Yeah.
So I have thought about this, that Krishna, he is very kind and he is moving very quick to all these devotees who are staying in one place. And that this is his kindness, that he make himself available if you actually follow his instructions.
Very nice point. Yes, Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu said, you will never lose my company. I will be with you. And you do this. You know, this is so much a mercy of Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu and Prabhupada that he has really presented the path to us very clearly, and it is up to us to take it up. Tomorrow we will talk about this, our sabotage system, because it's really so simple, but still we are not always doing it.